Oh, hey, hi, hello. Welcome on in. It is another wonderful episode of We Run the Stars. This is episode 5, a little Aki. We're going to go around the
Cue
room.
the theme song.
Little Aki. Um,
I'm assuming you're playing it.
exactly. The one that just wasn't just currently playing. You're right.
Pause for music.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing, and is also a small bit of information on what you got when we leveled up to level 2 after you guys had escaped the ghost levels. And we'll go ahead and start with, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with Rob this week.
Hey everyone, I'm Rob. I'm going to be playing a Draxel, our Sheeran Witch Warper. And last level I have them written down and I'm just not there. Digital Distraction as a skill feat, and Fundamental Understanding as a Witch Warper feat. And I got a new spell, so finally I'll have some form of armor, even if it's just Mystic.
Hey, your butt will now be protected by
AC.
magic.
+1 life.
Exactly. I think that's how the maths. Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'll be playing Kursic Voidbringer, and he is a Vesk Solarian. And I took for my skill feat, Get Down. So if anybody's in danger, I can tackle them and say, Get down!
Weird. Krusic's voice changed exactly for that one maneuver.
Just for that one moment. And then for my Solarian feat, I chose Solar Rampart, which allows me to now wear heavy armor.
Ooh.
Does that go from light armor then to heavy armor?
No, I did have medium armor, was already proficient, but this went ahead and added heavy armor, so I can get the good stuff.
Wasn't sure. In first edition, I think Solarians only had light armor.
Yeah. They were big. Yeah, exactly. Just stop. Also found out last week I'm very bad at playing Solarian, so thank you for being back. Appreciate it.
I don't know if I'm good at them either. So
you at least remember to attune. I killed someone last week. Okay, I don't know what to say about you guys, but I killed someone.
Did you kill the statue?
I did.
Okay. I need to add that, onto my name. Destroyer of Stone. That kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we got Matt.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'll be playing Seth, the Kasathan operative. For my class feat, I went ahead with Double Tap, which lets me aim and take 2 shots at an ally for 2 action points, allowing me to overcome resistance just in case we fight any more statues or little beefy guys that my guns just kind of bounce off of. And for my skill feat, I went ahead and took another skill. I am now athletic. So that way, if I have to do something, I will be able to do something athletic wise rather than having a +0. So
Look at you being athletic and stuff.
Little grapple or trip.
well, maybe we'll see.
Little
Probably
grab
not.
trip.
Probably
I
not.
was just thinking if I had like jump, it might help me out.
Yeah, climb up places. I like it.
We'll see. Until I get my backpack, then I'll probably swap it out.
That's fair.
'Cause that's the thing, right?
I think so.
Downtime to become less athletic.
Yeah, it's just called playing video games for downtime. Next up, we have Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren. I am playing a
Warren.
Skittermander with 2 big old guns. Goes by the name of Vito Calito. And for second level, he took a shot on the run. So when Vito shoots everybody, he can move first. It's very handy. And skill feat wise, he took intimidating shot. So instead of having to speak everybody's language to scare them, he could just shoot at them.
Thanks. I hate it. Wonderful. Well, last session, a good a good chunk of the session was handled by trying to, at least, destroy a stone statue. You guys were finally able to find a weak spot, break it through its hardened armor, and then make quick work of it afterwards. As Krusik was able to land the final blow, allowing the better Vesk to finish the fight. Afterwards, very hurriedly, Adraxel sort of snuck out and headed towards the elevator to resume fixing it, trying to stay unseen as much as possible. While the rest of you were sort of waiting for Adraxel to finish up with said repairs, Seth decided to go on a little adventure, not liking to stand around and wait, where they found a very dark room that had like this purple fungus to it. Before taking a few steps back, they heard a squelching sound as if something was stepped on. And Seth said, "No, we're not about this life," and then returned back to the rest of the group, where almost everyone was like, "But were you followed?" And Seth's like, "I don't think so." But as you guys were wrapping up and sort of figuring out what the next step was, you guys began to hear chanting that sort of began to resonate through the floor. Not the actual floor, but the level you were on was beginning to resonate sort of down the halls. As you guys then hurriedly got back into the elevator after setting the tour guide group up, you guys headed up as well, where it dropped you off through this little, what looks like a maintenance tunnel for the better part of a description, where there was a lot of very close corridors as you guys were able to end up coming out of an alley in a portion of Akaton, or Absalom Station called Little Akaton. And that's sort of where we are picking up this evening, going into this here.
There was something important going on that we heard when we came up too. Some sort of announcement.
Oh yeah, a minor
stuff going on?
announcement. That there was a the Stay Inside shelter in place, as it looks like the Starstone was having some issues. And then Adraxel was able to go ahead and do a quick search on the infosphere and found a lot of doom and gloom, as seeing every doom theory out there, that from anywhere ranging from the swarm attacking to the Starstone just imploding was seemed to be taking place on the infosphere, but no real information was found on what could be the cause of this. But this is where we are sort of picking up here.
How long were we down the elevator? I could see we probably knew what time it was going down. Then what time is it now? Maybe we have reception or something on the comms.
Yeah.
It's been a few hours.
It's probably been closer to like an hour. No, actually, I take that back because it was at least 2 hours of fixing the elevator. So probably about 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2 hours and 2.5 hours, somewhere around that area. From you guys when you guys descended down the elevator to ascending up in Little Akaton.
In the tour group. That's what Raimi wants to do. By the way, I'm playing Raimi.
Hi, Remy.
Josh just wanted me to explain my level up
Oh
choices
yeah, I forgot.
as we play.
Weird. Yeah, totally. Didn't
So
just
I'll
forget
just
you.
play it
So
out.
that was my bad, Ramy. Hey Donnie, who are you playing this evening?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Wouldn't you like to know what the man?
It's raining cats
No,
and dogs.
I didn't really do anything. I didn't level up. I'll level up later.
Okay, cool. I like it. On the fly level.
I went off the off script, and I'm doing a bard dedication. My level 2 feat, which gets me a couple extra cantrips, a couple extra spells, and now I can cast occult spells. That's nice. And I have a skills feat called Sparkling Performance, which lets me use performance to make a diversion, among other things at higher levels.
Love that for you.
Yeah. But we arrive on the top levels out of the elevator. All this stuff is going on. What is the tour group ahead of us? Did they get off on the elevator at the same place as us, or is it like where they go solo?
Yeah. So it did look like there was no other exit floor to the elevator. Like there was no other place to drop off. Besides this one. But you do not see that group currently.
Shelter in place. I guess we should find something. Is there anyone familiar? Where are we? Do we know it's Little Akaton?
By the looks of it, little lackey.
Big welcome to Little Akaton.
Yeah, the big sign on the side of the building. No. You guys have been in Absalom Station long enough to know you guys are in Little Akaton currently. Where at, and specifically, not 100%, but at least know that portion of Absalom Station.
Where is Little Akaton relative to the ship that we were originally supposed to go to and the med bay?
Yeah, 1 second.
Or any nearby store?
You do
There's
keep
a-
it closed, don't you?
Forever 21 over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I
fire
require a
sale.
hot topic.
I mean, based on the icon that I have, it's probably going to like Bug's Warehouse or something like that. But
Now's probably a good time to loot.
I mean, that's what people are already in the process of doing.
You don't have to convince me. I'll do it.
What?
What?
So, you from around here?
No.
no,
Sick.
Returning home or leaving?
I am following orders.
Well, that was obvious, Vesk. I was talking more to.
Then perhaps you should address them directly.
Not wrong.
leaving, exploring, learning about some of the rest of the galaxy.
There's a lot of it out there. Absalom's a good place to start. Been here for a few years. If we need a place to shelter, I've got a little kind of 2-bedroom thing we could squeeze in there for a bit. I might need to clean up a little bit. A lot of it. I don't think they're gonna let us on the ship though. Also, this guy's naked. pointing towards the Draxel.
They seemed fine with it in the med bay, but okay. My thought is we're supposed to go to this ship. The ship's in quarantine anyways. He's like fidgeting with his comm link and goes, there are tons of rumors about what that announcement is about. If any of them are correct, we should leave.
Leave the station. We just got here.
I'm sure that people are panicking, but nearly everything I've read is that we're in the middle of a disaster.
So this that thing that powers the Absalom Station, what was it called? Not the Star Stone. Was it the Star Stone?
I think it's the Starstone.
Yep.
This Star Stone, you say, is it's important, huh?
Yes. This station does not support life natively. It needs the power to keep doing so.
Yeah, I've heard of the stone.
That sounds important.
I mean, maybe that's what that crazy guy wasn't he talking about, like Star Child and being born again from the womb? Starstone's connected to all that, right? Not too familiar on the whole history lore there. It seemed that guy knew something was going to happen before it happened.
He's probably been doing that for the last 430 cycles.
Broken clock kind of thing, is what you're saying.
Indeed.
I wonder if this is related to those visions we had.
It'd be weird if it wasn't, you know?
Weird coincidence.
As you guys happen to look around as you guys are having this conversation, you guys do know Little Akaton was once a dock and storage area for long haul freighters. Visiting Absalom Station. But you guys do know that the history is obviously evident in the neighborhood's unique architecture. Stacked shipping containers form apartments, bodegas, and workshops, and there's not an inch of visible space being wasted. Small co-op farms and scrap yards are just by the lots between buildings. Different gardens grow on every rooftop. A handful of working dots and maintenance bay operate on the lower levels. Even active hangars double as boneyards for spare ship parts. You guys do look up, and there does look like there's a holographic sky shining above this landscape. But about 300 feet up, you do see equipment and pipes that peek through the imperfections of the false sky, sort of breaking that immersion. As you sort of look through, these features are sort of marked with bullets and laser burns made by bored residents. A cheerfully unhinged, smiley, holographic sun beams down during the day, which is currently up in the sky. So you do see this holographic sun with that big smile on its face. A few moments.
Stop panicking.
Exactly. A few moments go by, and you guys do hear a jingle that begins to play. And the sun is sponsored by Sunny Six's Diner. And invites everyone to come and try some of their new menu items that are available. A few more moments go by after
hot dogs.
Maybe. But a few moments go by after the jingle, and you do hear a round of gunfire that sort of echoes off through. You do see shortly after the gunfire, the tour guide that you guys were wandering with earlier comes back with a couple of corn dogs.
Yeah, what was his name?
What's that?
Bibbidi boppity.
It's changed every time.
And now it's bippity boppity poo.
In my head, they're keto Valito.
Yeah, keto. Well, not with the corn dogs.
Are they coming towards us?
Yeah, they seem to be walking towards you guys, and in their multiple hands that they have each hand is supporting 2 corn dogs.
Ah, our friend Bibbidi Bobbidi has brought us snacks. Bibbidi Bobbidi!
Hi, you guys made it.
As have you.
Well, yeah, you sent us up here.
Smooth
I'd hope
ride?
so.
Well,
Yeah.
we're glad you made it,
Glad the elevator worked.
Was it?
as intended.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Was that ever a question?
Yes,
Oh,
yes it was.
No.
getting some mixed reviews here. I gotta be honest.
Of course it was in question. It was not repaired by a Vesk.
Probably a good
What did you say?
thing.
Can I have one of those?
Yes.
Where'd you get these?
76, the diner that just was playing the jingle of.
Is this one of the new items?
Oh no, this was one a fan favorite.
Oh, it's all new to me.
Oh. Well, welcome to Little Akaton. Yes, it is based off the planet. You may be right, or you may be thinking, but yes, it is.
So, any idea what the hell's is going on here?
What do you mean? This is it.
Seems like a rough neighborhood.
News?
It's not great. Not great. I can tell you that much.
Shelter in place, the rumors?
What
Is
rumors?
that all normal?
I mean, the shelter in
Oh, yeah,
place is
okay.
new, but Little Akaton doesn't seem to super care about the shelter in place, honestly.
Oh, good.
I will say there is like a security perimeter that has been put up around Little Akaton, but itself inside is pretty contained.
Security perimeter.
Do you know
Uh,
somewhere that I could buy clothes? guess
You
I'd like
could
to-
try the corner bodega. They might have something for you.
So how much would it cost me to go buy like just a shirt and some pants or like something?
Yeah,
I
just.
think-
Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's like literally like 10 credits for a flight suit.
And if
I
you're
don't think I'm getting a flight suit at a bodega. I'm envisioning that a Draxel comes out in like jeans that don't quite fit and a t-shirt that says having an Aki ton of fun.
Stop.
I went to the ghost levels and all I got was this shirt.
Yikes.
Does the tour group have any free shirts?
No,
We already checked them.
they didn't.
I
Yeah,
thought
we
we
already
already
got
stripped
that
one of
last
them.
time.
And so to be fair, Adraxel did get a Skidamander sized shirt.
Yeah, it's just got some airports up on the side, you know?
Yeah,
Lets you breathe a
yeah,
little bit better.
But I would either say the corner bodega or the community center. One of those two might have something there for you. If you want to go check those places out.
Yeah, I would like to do that immediately.
Cool. Which one would you want to start out first? The community center or the corner bodega?
Bodega.
Bodega.
You've selected bodega.
Be-doop.
I'm trained in society. I understand the importance of bodegas.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a crucial part of the economy.
Especially in Little Akaton, actually is.
Yeah, bulletproof glass.
Don't want to talk about the Absalom tariffs on bodegas.
How dare you? As you guys head over to the corner bodega, you guys see it's wedged into a space on a noisy street corner. There's curtains that sort of shimmer in a crumbling stone archway. But the room inside, as you guys enter, has the atmosphere and architecture of like a sun-baked desert temple, but it's crammed with disordered shelves and bins, overflowing with bright wrapped snacked packages, colorful bottles, sundry goods, a glossy gray basque with artificial sunlight draped over the contents of its fruit display. A reinforced glass booth faces the door at the opposite end of the tiny room. Inside, a towering worker in flowing silk garments and glittering jewelry busy with some task.
I don't think Adraxel had a complicated plan here. Basically, wander around, find a shirt that looks like it'll fit, find a lower covering that looks like it'll fit.
Yeah, of course. See if I can send you guys this wonderful individual that you guys are now going to be seeing here. Can I show people? Spoilers. No, I can't not.
You don't have the eye icon?
Does not look like I have the eye.
Icon.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. That's that a
What is that?
Kasathan?
Don't. Maybe.
Is that what you look like?
No.
No, this is a what they pronounce a showbad.
Ah,
Bad.
classic. From first edition. Isn't that in 5e2 or maybe I'm thinking of Goliath?
I think you're thinking of Goliath, but no, this individual seems to be working on something inside of this, like I said, glass booth.
So yeah, I'll just go grab a shirt and some pants, put them on the counter, spread the shirt out. Excuse me,
Ah, hi.
do you have anything that's like this but less bright? Each of the letters is a different color.
No. This is what we have, unfortunately.
Okay. This, please.
Yeah, and can I interest you in some of my she sort of looks around. Legendary dumplings, perhaps? A little taste of home?
Are dumplings from my home?
You're trained in culture, and you get the sense that she's meaning more of her home.
Oh, okay. I'll say, sure. 5.
That will be 25 credits, please.
How about without the dumplings?
Adraxel,
Ah,
allow me. And Raimi will come up with their visa and put it on their credits.
okay.
I'll hold on to your or at least thank you for letting me hold on to your med kit.
Okay.
I'll buy you a shirt.
Okay.
Goes ahead and turns around and heads over to this what looks like a
Also, we have 100 credits in the party stash.
nice. It's sort of like a leather steamer that she opens the top off, and you see this plume of steam that sort of rushes out, and she grabs a couple of what looks like wooden bowls, and then puts in a good helping into 5 different bowls of dumplings.
How much was that?
Total, it was 25 credits.
Adraxel hands a bowl to Harami, and Raimi, and then goes and hands the second one. Says, "Bring these back. I think I can balance 3. Figured we're sharing, so should have
Yeah,
brought one of the people with a lot of arms."
Yeah, we got 12 arms and less than a quarter of them are right here. All right. I'll take it all outside while you finish your transaction.
Question. Are you guys
Yeah.
sort of the adventuring type by chance? Or more of just sort of passerbyers?
I used to be an adventurer before I took an arrow to the knee.
They still make
Just-
those? Oh.
It's a joke
It
from
was
the
on
home world.
sign. The whole sign just fell. And it hit him right in the knee.
Oh. I see. Alright. Well, just asking.
Is there something you need help with?
I mean, yeah, I would say yes. As we had a shipment that came in last week? Yeah, last week. It's down in the basement. But
basement.
yeah, the basement of our bodega.
Oh, thought you meant the basement of, the docks, because those elevators aren't very trusty.
You know, I've always said that about elevators. Stairs and escalators are the way to go. When escalators go out, they just become stairs.
I haven't seen one stair. I'm new here. I don't see stairs.
That
While these two are talking, Adraxel is standing there next to them getting dressed.
that's fair. She does sort of stop and look at you, and sort of goes back, wandering eyes and all. Yes. The basement. It is quite a bit of a mess, but if you guys could help clear it out, I know it would mean a lot to me and Rasputin.
Clean it out?
Yes.
Well, what kind of mess you got down there?
She sort of stops and thinks for a quick moment. Excuse me. I mean, there's a ton of different containers of different sizes. We take a lot of things in and sell it here. But I mean, all sorts of things. But like I said, there is, and one of the things it was something living, but we're not sure what it is. We haven't opened the box to see, but it didn't sound very friendly.
Where do you get your inventory? You just
I don't think you want to answer those questions.
grab random boxes out of the docks and store this in our basement until we figure out what it is.
Are you part of the Starfinder Society?
No.
Then I don't think that question relates to you.
Have I told you how nice your nails look? I'd like to roll. What's it called? The one.
Oh yeah, the one. Of course.
Make an impression.
Okay.
Try to make an impression. I've been talking to this person for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Slipping in some compliments.
Now, do you?
What
roll
mighty
it, or
strong
does
arms
she
you
roll
have
it?
there. What'd you say your name was?
Thank you. Manny Moonpuncher, actually.
Manny Moonpuncher. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you. Thank you.
Manny Moonpuncher.
Is that a secret role for me? I'm assuming.
It's actually not a secret roll.
Oh, perfect.
It's a diplomacy check at the end of the conversation.
Do it.
Against your will DC.
Roll it.
There's a 24.
Hmm.
he might become helpful.
That is a critical success. I don't know if that matters for you, but
Doesn't matter. It does matter. I mean, if it goes up, they might go like, "Let me help you."
as far as
But yeah,
go ahead, sorry,
just asking information about this
the
job, and
shipment.
slipping in some compliments. Their natural style and beauty.
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds very mundane, but literally, it's just I don't have. Someone's got to take care of Rasputin, and the other has to, well, just sort of run the shop as it is.
And who's Rasputin?
Is Rasputin, and you see a this interesting little creature sort of pop up next to her.
Oh my!
That is adorable.
This is Rasputin. They're a little bit of a wily little creature, but nonetheless, I try to keep an eye on this, and I just don't have time to go down to the basement and clean up. And well, with all the, I'm sure you heard, but all the looting and stuff that's going on in the station, I can't really leave the bodega unattended while I go and clean up the basement.
Hey, with this little creature here, I understand your plea, and I think we got some time to kill. Maybe after we eat these delicious bowls of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll consult with my group and see what we can do for you. But what are we gonna get out of it? You got any higher quality gear for our friend here instead of these tourist shirts?
I mean, what I can give you, I mean, we have a different sort of ammunition and stuff that we sell here at the bodega as well, but I could go ahead and give you guys 100 credits and a plate of steaming dumplings for clearing out the basement.
I'll get a Draxel. Draxel, you dressed yet?
Yeah. The Draxel is like holding two of the bowls and is looking like he's going to go out the door. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm still in this conversation. Yeah, I figure we talk to them.
Yeah. We'll consult with the rest of our gang. Where's your basement at?
Right over here. She points to a large metal door that does have a singular key slot, like actual key, not like a key card or anything, but an actual key. It's right over there. It's locked currently, but if you guys do accept, I have the key, and then we're happy to give it to you guys.
Let's finish our snack and then we'll see what we can do.
Thank you. And
Pleasure.
I'm sorry, you caught my name, but what is yours?
You may call me Remy Fasola.
A Draxel.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys. I will. Me and Rasputin will await your return. Thank you.
Pleasure was
Go out and hand some bowls out and say, "Hey."
And with my bare hands, single-handedly, I destroyed the statue.
There was a
It's like we were
sword.
there.
There was a sword involved. So I got clothes and some food. If you're done with the corn dogs, I figured, Vito, you probably want this.
Sure.
And Raimi maybe got a friend and a job for us.
Yeah.
Seth pokes her head from around the corner. What was that?
It looks like there's a
Oh, wait a little.
So the shop owner here would like some help cleaning out her basement.
It's not a euphemism. It seemed like
Okay.
it was a euphemism. It's not a euphemism.
Yeah.
In
Oh.
exchange, we
Only
can
once
get.
or twice.
They'll give us more steamed dumplings and 100 credits.
Allow us to sample said dumplings. This will make or break this decision.
They could do it themselves, but with the looting, they can't leave their Rasputin alone. So she would like our help, and she was a nice lady. We got some time to kill. I'm not sure where the docks are from this area, but it wouldn't hurt to have some local acquaintance.
In the bodega were there maps of the station?
Do not ask.
In the bodega were there maps of the station? I definitely looked around.
Yeah, no, there were not any sort of maps of the station.
No.
Seth
How are
is
the
from
dumplings?
here. Seth knows where to go.
Not from here, but I've been here for a bit. I mean, we can't really get to the docks without leaving Lil Lackey, and it sounds like we can't really get out of Lil Lackey without being creative. So we can do this until the lockdown ends. Fine. What are we doing in the basement? Clearing it out?
So they get the inventory. They get their inventory from, frankly, sounds like sketchy sources. They have
It falls off
Crates.
at transport.
of product. Falls off a transport, they pick it up. Anyway, their last transport was some sort of live creature, and they need us to clean it out.
All right. I mean, it sounds like shooting fish in a barrel. So easy 100 credits and mediocre dumplings. Take it.
Maybe they know a way to get past the security perimeter. We get on their good side.
It is an easy 100 credits. I say we do it.
Okay. By the way, I still have these med patches and the other med stuff, the hypo pins, 4 each. Everybody grab one.
I'll take one. I just do the pokey side inside you guys.
It'd be better to have them on our person than in the stash.
How do we do that so that
So
we
the-
don't end up with duplicates? Like, do I just add a hypostem here?
I
Or...
was just say, can you drag it off your sheet and drop it on our sheet?
I think you could. It probably might do all 4. But I'm just looking at what they do. The hypo pin removes fatigue and clumsy or sickened. The med patch heals 1d6 and gives a 1+1 item bonus to saving throws against disease. So, yeah, might be good to have, but probably not urgent. Maybe the med patch is more important to have on person.
Yeah, I'll hold on to a med patch. I will probably not be somewhere where I'm getting hit, so I can bring it to somebody who's in trouble.
And yeah, if you drag it onto your sheet from the party sheet to your sheet, it'll you can tell it how many you want. It'll tick down.
Since I'll just not take one. I'll let you all have one since I've got the magic in me.
The magic in me.
I can heal myself if I really need to. Oh, it is reducing you. Oh, unless someone else did that. The party sheet, if you click on the party on the right where the actors are, there's like a piece of paper icon. You can click that. It says open sheet. It opens the party sheet.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's super handy.
That's so
See our
nice.
Skills and recall knowledge skills. Yeah. And you can also see what everyone's exploration activities are. Like I've set mine to make an impression, because I know Josh is putting a watchful eye on that.
Do
He
you
knew I
still
was making an
have
impression before I announced it.
Yeah.
your healing matrix active?
Yeah. Do you need healing?
Dude, yeah.
Oh right,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were almost knocked
I
out.
say, to be fair, you guys did attempt to heal Krusik twice, and both medicine checks did fail on Krusik.
Has it been an hour?
Not as yet. It has
Another hour?
not been an hour
Okay.
since you guys have went up the elevator.
Well, I will transfer. You're down. I know this because you're bonded to me. You're down 10, 17 points. I'll give you all 14 of my vitality network.
Nice.
Big heal, big heal. I'm really glad we have a way to metagame the health for this game. It's so
really just
good.
makes it like, let's just get that out of the way. You know what? You know everyone's HP.
Exactly. As long as you have a mystic, you know it.
Yeah, my vitality network went up by 4 when I leveled up.
Nice.
Big pog.
Max at 14.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let us agree to this job and make it quick. I want more dumplings.
And as you guys sort of eat those dumplings, they are actually very well-made dumplings. Very, very good.
Damn good done.
How fast does that vitality network recharge, by the way?
It only recharges in combat.
Okay.
But if I take a 10-minute, it also full refills my refocus.
Okay. Cool.
I could refocus right now.
Very good.
I get the feeling there's a hint there, like, hey, you're probably gonna want this.
No, I was just curious. I was just curious.
Yeah, if we got 10
No
minutes
reason at all.
if we got 10 minutes to eat these things, I'll just refocus in those 10 minutes. Refill that bad boy.
Yeah, definitely doable. Did you want to spend 3 more to top off Krusik, or just leave him with the 3 that he's missing?
Yeah, I'll top you off because I'll if we do go into a combat, I'll get 4 more.
Cool.
So go to full.
Nice.
I'll be at 11.
Okay.
Ah, tasty.
Love that. I love just being at full HP.
Who doesn't?
And
Really?
we haven't even like really rested.
Yeah, so good. Out of combat healing. All right. You guys take some time to finish up your bowls. It seemed like since the last commercial from the sun, another 15 minutes has gone by, and another commercial is played through the sun. And after that commercial ends, almost like clockwork, another round of gunshots go off.
Are they close?
No, they seem distant.
Is not a crime normal around here?
It's not uncommon.
I guess
Weird
is
as like
that-
clockwork, though.
Is there a roll that could be made on the like how weird is this?
Yeah.
Society.
Yeah, I would say society would be the best one. I heard you're trained in that.
True.
Society is basically survival, but in an urban setting. If you need like a.
Oh, that's a pretty dice.
Yeah.
22. Definitely weird. But it does seem to be located in a different section than the first set of gunshots that were going off. But it doesn't seem like it's like a volley that's going out and a volley coming back. It just seems like multiple at the same time. So definitely weird, but not necessarily like it's at least a combat ensuing.
Just little pockets of murder.
Could be a salute.
muggings. Maybe it's just the 4th of July.
Well, let's deal with this. Take 15 more minutes, see if it happens again. Maybe we can draw a pattern. Or get out of here before we get shot.
They would be fools to shoot me. I would kill them.
I hope security is on these gunshots if they're setting up a security perimeter.
Doesn't take too long to clean out a basement. We could probably just do that and be back in 15 minutes, right?
Agreed.
Quick in and out.
Okay, but it's not a euphemism, right?
Which one?
Of course not.
Cleaning out the basement or the quick in and out?
Yes.
Oh.
We will We'll clean out the
Saying it's
basement,
not a
but quick, in
euphemism,
and out.
but then we keep using, some charged words. And, Vito will do what Vito needs to do. Vito just needs to know what Vito needs to do.
How
Skinner
helpful
Diner,
of you.
always willing to help.
Exactly.
Exactly. Vito likes his hot dogs.
I bet you
That
do.
was a euphemism.
Got him.
Jeez.
Vito, you're too much. Are we all done
Destroy
with
the
our-
basement.
Are we done with our roles?
Yes.
I'll introduce us to I forget her name. Stone Basher. Stonebreaker.
Moon Puncher.
Moon Puncher?
Yeah.
Love good.
Yeah, you head back in, and Manny is still seeming to now be out of this little like the glass box that she was in prior. But Rasputin is still inside of the cage, sort of playing and jumping around. But she's go ahead and looking at the different fruit that are under these bright lights and sort of making sure that they are still in good quality shape. You've returned.
Yes, I believe we can clean out your downstairs.
Is that a euphemism?
Just gotta swipe that key card
That's extra.
Is that a euphemism?
and open the door.
Another euphemism.
I don't have a key
Turn
card,
on
but I
those
do
bright
have.
lights.
What is happening?
Light the way.
You got something we can insert into that door?
Yeah, I got a key.
No.
And she sort of on the silk shirt that she has, sort of opens it up a bit and pulls out from within her shirt a singular metal key.
And you're not gonna do anything crazy like lock us down there, are you?
Well, we only have the one key, and you have it, so no.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you were letting us keep the key.
Well, I would like it back when you exit the basement. Yes.
Okay. We shall take the key into the basement.
And she sort of slides it over towards you, Raimi. Excuse me. All right. Good luck. It's a bit of a mess. It's gonna. Yeah, you'll see it.
Now, just to be clear, if there is a creature down there, you do not plan on selling it. We can.
Dispatch of it,
Neutralize.
please.
Okay.
I guess before we go down, I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Good call on the. What do I even got? I'll raise my shield as we approach the downstairs. We'll be casting glass shield.
Okay. When you cast Detect Magic, does it read through materials, or is it just around what you can see? Or if you could
Great question.
link the spell for me.
It's probably bound to area effect.
Okay. Does not seem to say.
No, it's a emanation. Since it doesn't say anything, it's bound to line of effect.
Yeah. As you sort of send out a set of magic in this area. I mean, she looks around and there are some things that magically pop up inside of this shop. There are some
I will say you don't.
Yeah.
With detect magic, you detect the presence of magic.
Right, for sure. but it's only if that magic effect is a little bit lower rank of that spell, the rank of your detect magic. However, items that have
Yeah,
an
but they
illusion
don't
aura
know
aren't deceptive in
where it's
appearance, and such as they're detected normally. Receive active. Receive no information beyond the presence or absence of magic.
You don't know the
Yes, there
location
is.
until 4th level of the spell,
Oh,
which is 8th level.
ew, Jesus. Yes, there is
So-
magic in this room, that is actively in place.
Okay.
So usually what tables do, just spend some time as character. You're basically walking around the room, and then you can like triangulate it.
Right, that makes sense.
Is a way of kind of around that, but with like one casting of it, it's like there's magic.
But also, it's an exploration action, right? So we can kind of
Yeah.
abstract that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just wanted to make that clear. If you wanted to spend that time to like, I leave, I don't detect it. I enter, I do detect it. I'm going to go this way, don't detect it.
Right, for sure.
No, I think that a Draxel is going to stop and look back over towards Manny and emanate towards her. Are there magical items in this room?
Yes.
Are there more in the basement?
I haven't had the chance to really go through the shipment as of yet, so it's a possibility. I just don't know off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Okay. Get onto the stairs, close the door behind me, go down a little bit, do it again.
Yeah. As you head into the basement, stone steps follow a filtered light to a tomb-like hall of worked stone. Three mismatched doors line the wall. One door is blocked by a stone slab with no obvious hinges or lock. Another is an auto door with an electronic control pad, and the third is an iron portcullis, with a lock matching the key that Manny gave you.
This place sounds like it's almost like, I imagine Akaton and like even inside the bodega is kind of like metallic, like future spacey.
It was like a bunch of crates and
Outside is, but once you got inside, it was like a sun-dried pyramid that was like on the inside of it.
Like almost like sandstone.
Yeah, exactly.
Some like material like that. Interesting. And then we got these portcullises and
Mm-hmm. Feels very not Little Akaton, with a little bit of text inside of it.
She said she doesn't really know what's down here in these shipments.
Correct.
they're just roadside thieves.
As you guys do see,
But it's lost inventory.
there's containers of every imaginable shape and size, and it's crowding this storage basement. On the against the wall, next to some wooden crates, you guys do see a stone sarcophagus that is leaning against the wall. It looks like these wooden chests are crafted in sort of like an archaic style. Metal storage crates are stacked beside a leather briefcases, and cloth satchels hang from hooks on the walls.
Well, it's got to be one of these crates somewhere. And before checking out any of the other rooms, Ramey's focusing on these, probably like the metallic crates, the crates you would expect as like her description, and just start listening for creature sounds, and maybe even tap a few of them to like disturb it, to wake it up, make it, get a sound out of it.
Yeah. As you are looking through, Ramey, just the amount of boxes that are here, like truly getting the basement cleaned up and like in a way that's able to be like categorized, or able to be actually help her like categorize things, would probably take weeks to get done. But there's definitely possibilities of it getting done faster. But there's just a lot of random knickknacks that are definitely probably worthless, mixed up within some priceless relics like the sarcophagus and whatever may be inside of some of these metal cases. But as you go ahead and cast a mystic armor there, Adraxel, let's see here. Is there also there's a map for this? Let me look real quick. Sorry. This monk permissions, all players, save changes.
You tried to activate a scene?
Yes.
You can just right click on it and click on activate.
Yep.
Oh, the sound.
Oh, the white noise is gone.
Yeah.
Wondering what that was. And then you'll have to drag our tokens on.
Yeah.
Ever since the incident with the doors, I've been keeping that tab muted.
I've got
Oh,
environment effects pretty far down.
Jeez, look, bro.
I got everything else high.
What's with the techno, Seth?
Who, me?
Yeah, as soon as you spawned in, it just sort of started going full rave on the scene.
I don't know how to fix that. Can I don't
All right, everyone, fix your tokens.
update token.
Mine's just never gonna be right.
Okay, I think I dragged those over incorrectly. I just grabbed it out of the party listing. Was I supposed to grab it out of somewhere else by chance?
No, my file is just gone. Yes.
The audacity. Okay, so the bottom left is where you guys actually came into. So that is where y'all will be starting this scene at.
By are those stairs?
Yeah, the stairs. That's where you guys had descended down into the basement at.
All right. And so, let's see. Raimi was going around knocking on these crates.
Mm-hmm.
Probably all the way across the room, starting with the ones in the middle.
Yeah, as soon as you knock onto that crate here, I need you to go ahead and make a sweet basic reflex save for me, please.
Which crate?
This middle one, right here. I'm pinging it.
Now, is that something I can? Since I was searching, can we do like a
Seek.
before I trigger any traps?
Yeah. You can seek. I'll allow.
That's what I was trying to get towards.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, there's no lights in this basement?
Correct. There is no lights active in this basement currently.
What is wrong with people on this space station?
It's a
Don't believe
storage
I'm
basement. It's a storage basement.
Yeah, but you got a switch at the top of the stairs, man.
Nah.
Do you want me to roll that, or do you want?
I can roll that.
It's a secret roll for.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the same, but around that door
Cool. I'm rolling them.
or the stone slab thing.
As you guys are looking through, just actively just seeking, you guys don't notice any sort of traps or anything.
All right. So I roll reflex.
Yeah, as you go ahead and you look around, you sort of knock on some of these chests here, and go ahead and roll a reflex.
It's 18.
18. You go ahead and on a failure. Okay, okay. All right. So since it's simple, you succeed. So you dodge out of the way in time, as this crate just sort of smashes to the ground.
What was that?
Oops. We got a. These crates are precariously stacked. Everybody be careful.
They definitely, as you're looking through now, definitely look like they're just thrown up there like haphazardly. But and especially like that wooden one didn't seem like it had a whole lot of structure to it. As soon as it hit the ground, it sort of just like shattered almost, as the wooden box sort of broke open.
Is there anything in the box?
As you look through this one, it looks like it's a bunch of small like knickknacks that are very primitively made, but nothing of value within this box.
This looks like a bunch of junk. I don't hear any created creatures.
Can I look for signs of tracks? Like animals walking around down here that don't look like our adorable friend upstairs?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and roll some good old fashioned. Let's see here.
It's probably seek still.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
A seek action?
I think it's going to be hidden perception for me. For you.
There is
Okay.
track, which is a trained survival action.
Yeah. Do you have track?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll track for me.
But that's like grappling.
Right. I mean, it's fine. It will still work for this right here.
Just got to remember to roll it every hour
Exactly.
as you track.
How's a 9? No?
9. You look around. No, there does not seem. It does seem like there is. What you can tell, there are no tracks, but it does look like while there is dust on the ground, it does look like there has been some activity that's been moving around, but nothing able to see what created this. But that the dust has been at least moved.
So Draxel's not talking about what they're doing. I think that a Draxel is just like crouched towards the ground and is looking around.
As you guys are continuing to search and take your time looking through things besides the crate that has fallen, I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative with perception, please. As I will wait, stop. I'm so sorry. I'm the monster.
Battle has begun.
Now you can roll it. Oh, a Draxel, you're insane.
Where was that literally seconds ago?
Am I?
It didn't. I think I started the encounter after you rolled. That's my bad, Donnie.
I rolled this again.
Oh no, I see it on there now, but it just says it just says roll initiative. Ooh.
There. Well, it's because I talked with my combat state and then it added me.
Oh, I see.
Oh, good. Getting
Glad
back to
I
the first one I
didn't
rolled.
waste that natural 20.
That is everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Um, you guys do hear the sound of skittering from under some of these boxes as two giant dust weevils come crawling out from underneath some of these shelves.
Ugh.
And I think you guys should be able to see them now? Question mark?
I see those dust weevils.
Cool,
I
cool,
see
cool,
it.
cool, cool. Seth,
Weevils
you're
and
up.
all. Cool. Alrighty. I don't like these things. I'm gonna go ahead and see. These guys aren't in the tracker that I can see.
Can you not see them? How about now?
There's one. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, cool.
This one is the one that I'm going to target.
Target. Target.
I will go ahead and I'll stick where I'm at. I'm liking this location. I'll take aim. Now we're apply effect. Aim was applied. Now I'm going to take a shot at it. Hiya. Okay, 18 to hit. That hits. Normal damage. I don't know why it's not adding the precision damage. I aimed at it, but okay. Takes 4 plus 3. 7 points of fire damage. Then
On
I'll
this.
take
Ow. Ow.
second shot. Yeah. Oh. Another hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
That might be a crit.
Not quite. Close, but not
No.
quite.
Would have been if I had my full modifier. Then I'll add that again. Boom, 8.
Boom. The first weevil, as they barely make it out of the shelf, just boom, just instantly just laid out.
Ready. That was aim, shoot, shoot, so I'm good.
Next up, we have Draxel.
Me. So my whatchamacallit goes off. My quantum field goes off.
Okay.
How do I share that?
Big quantum
So
field.
that happens, which is I'm gonna center it on. I guess I would have put it here-ish, so that it would have been with both dust weevils with a little bit of space in between,
Okay.
which is a thing I haven't been doing. Sorry.
No. All right. We're still learning.
And I am going to, I think, move because I don't have to focus right now on sustaining right now. Just back a little bit. I don't really have a thing that I think is worth doing to this guy that's any more than just I'm going to stumble it.
All right. It needs to make a basic reflex, yes?
Save DC 18 basic reflex.
That's not going to do it. That's a critical failure.
The target is off guard for 1 round and falls prone.
Oh, this poor guy, man. But as you go ahead and let's see here. I need you, Draxel, to make a basic fortitude save for me, please.
No.
Okay, cool. You fail.
14.
14. That is unfortunately a fail for you. As out of the sarcophagus, as soon as you cast the spell,
Oh,
two shadowy hands come and scratch you from the sarcophagus. As you go ahead and take.
Is that a spell?
It is not a spell. It looks like it is a effect of some kind. So you go ahead and can take 8 void damage,
Ouch.
and you have drained 1.
oh no.
Which
Drained.
I can drag to you if necessary.
Yes, please.
Boom.
I'm pretty sure drained is not very good to have.
It doesn't sound like it would be good. Your health and vitality has been depleted as if you lost blood, life force, or other essence. Drained also has a value. You take a status penalty equal to your drained value on a Constitution-based check, such as fort saves. You also lose a number of hit points equal to your equal to your level, times the drained value.
What ability did you have that you asked why if it was a spell or not?
Fundamental
has the-
understanding.
It's got the occult trait and the void trait. I don't know if it specifies traits or is it just say spell.
So here's why I'm asking.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's got a lot of specifics that make it seem like maybe this doesn't apply.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would not say that it would be.
This is an ability for sure.
So that seems like I should lose an additional 2 hit points because drained 1 causes me to lose hit points equal to my level times the drained value.
Correct. Which is your max typically 28 or 30?
No, my max is typically 30.
Okay, so it looks like it automatically applied that for you.
Okay.
Whenever I apply
And that
it
doesn't
to
go away. I guess we don't know yet.
When I
But
sleep.
yeah, unless the specific ability says otherwise. But
well, yeah. So enjoy that. Cool. Is that that's it for?
Where did that thing come from? Like, dang it.
Yeah. Where? I go here.
I can't see on that side of the crates.
Right here.
Do y'all have light?
Yeah, I do. I got it.
All right. Next up,
It's your turn.
this thing, so sad, is prone and off guard.
So I think it's only off guard from the prone though.
Is prone a critical success thing?
Prone was a
No.
failure thing.
Yeah, prone. If it critically fails, it's prone. If it fails, it's off guard. But if it critically fails, it's prone. So, it's a weird way. It doesn't say as failure in addition. So if you just stood up, you would lose both of those.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to see. Maybe not prone when swinging. We're good. Yeah, he's gonna use an action to stand up. Congratulations, me. Life is pain. Can I remove? Yes, that's gone. Be gone, thought. Is going to move and take a bite, I think. Yeah. You're going to take a bite with its mandibles.
Gonna try.
Oh, it's gonna try. Oh, I forgot the target. How's the 10 hit you there, so?
It would miss.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That is the giant dust weevil's turn as its mandibles snap, but not connecting. Vito Calito!
Love it. What is this back here?
Those are just a couple of crates in the corner.
All right. Sturdy looking ish.
Yeah, it looks like they're some metallic crates.
All right, cool. I won't worry too much about shooting around them then.
I like where your head's at.
Don't want to break anything while we're down here.
Yeah,
No, break it
exactly.
all. We want to see what's inside.
Break all the crates.
Oh, there's an update, by the way, to the Starfinder module.
Mhm.
And I guess the area fire might have some automation now. Not sure if there was automation before. I'm not sure how that works, but there was automation headed to area fire.
Hot.
Yeah, you might have to update the text on this one to say "and everything."
Nice. Yeah, so that'll be my move. That's now a part of every time I area fire. And I will exclude Seth from my AoE.
Well, that's
because
weird.
I don't want to explode Seth.
Well, what
This will be the primary target shot on the Dust Weevil.
Yep. Jeebus. Yeah, that hits.
This could be a good attack. Yeah, so 10 damage on the... Oh, man.
As the single shot goes out, just obliterates the Dusk Weevil.
I didn't even need the AoE. Well, the crates might open up.
As the sort of the from the blasts of your stellar cannon, the room sort of like shakes a little bit as this crate next to you actually falls and hits the ground. And the top busts open.
Is that a mimic?
Exactly. No, shoot it. And inside you find 100 rounds of projectile ammo, 5 silver-coated projectile ammo, 2 tactical batteries, and 5 commercial batteries. All inside that crate.
Silver coated projectile ammo?
Correct. And I
Thought
will
about taking a.
For
send
the vampires.
exactly for the vampires.
There's a needle darts is a spell where you can turn the spell into like any metal that you have.
Oh,
It's like,
that's
yeah,
sick.
what are the chances we find any special kind of metal? Some silver bullets would be great for that spell.
It's now in your party stash.
It's gone.
Weird. Nobody said that we were just going to take it, but it did seem sort of implied.
I was at least gonna take
I was like,
some of it.
we're just stacking this stuff up, and some of the stuff gets stacked in our party stash.
Everyone was thinking it real loud.
I mean, she hasn't been down here to really inventory anything, so...
I mean,
Yeah.
she specifically said she didn't know what she had down here, so
I know. Once I heard that, I'm like, all right, cool. It's free reign down here.
As I understand it, these are all stolen goods anyway.
No, they're
It's video
lost
game
goods.
rules, right? You just loot everything from every box in town.
But don't touch my sweet rolls.
Weirdly, Manny, the people that you bought these from just sold you a bunch of empty boxes. It's so weird.
So weird. Anyway, have a good night.
Thanks for the 100 credits. Later.
Munch, 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 munch on dumplings.
So, are there more dust mites, or did we get them all?
That it looks like that is all of them.
All right. While we're still
Since I got it targeted, can I recall knowledge to just see what I might know about dust mites other than they die easy?
Yeah, sure. Let me. Boom.
Maybe. Anybody know anything about dust mites? 'Cause it's
Kinda rolls
probably
it.
not a skill I have.
They die
Nature?
easy.
I can roll nature. I probably know a bunch of shit about Destiny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's very helpful.
No,
want me to roll nature?
Yeah, nature's fine. You don't know shit about dust mites. I'm just kidding.
Natural 2. That's like the 4th natural 2 I've rolled tonight.
It means it's really good. You guys do know dust mites or dust mites, giant dust weevils that these things are.
Fragile to bullets.
Yeah, exactly. Able to pretty easily tell. All right, so sorry. Looking at these attempts here. Raimi, unfortunately, you don't know anything about these weevils. But Adraxel, you do know that they typically are opportunity hunters, but they do have a pretty mean poison to their mandibles.
Okay. The other thing that I would want to do eventually when, I think that we're out of combat, but
Yes.
next time would be to move my field over here.
Yeah.
And use the sustain action to try to recall knowledge on whatever the hell just tried to suck my soul out.
I don't think it tried. I think it accurately did, just not a big enough fraction of
Right,
it.
but I want my soul back.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I was gonna use the chaos of these shoots going on. I was gonna take a little double tap against that little stone slab door. See
Let's
if
just
I can
start
get-
shooting.
Oh no! Whoopsies!
We have a key.
not for this thing.
We haven't tried.
Did we try? Hello.
Yeah.
As you sort of take a couple of shots that go towards the slab there, also, Adrax, please go ahead and roll Arcana for me, please.
This dice
Not
suck.
your night.
As you're sort of focusing and moving this field around and getting the knowledge here, Seth, these shots ring out to this solid stone slab that seems to be blocking this first door and not making any sort of dent into it. You see a piece of it chipping away, but the amount of ammo that you'd have to expend to tear through this slab would be tremendous. It is a hardy, well-crafted slab.
Yeah. All right. Let's recharge my batteries and call it a day.
I have a
Adraxel.
laser sword.
The laser
What?
sword. Adraxel, as you are looking over, you do. Where is that? That is here.
So you could also do. You can do more knowledge checks.
Mhm.
You just the DC goes up every time you try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. As you're looking at this, no, you are looking over. You do not see any sort of runes or anything like that that would like invoke magic that is on this box. Obviously, something came out of the shadows and hit you from it, but nothing that's like magical there. Also, you could either roll occultism or religion if those are also possibly better for you than Arcana is.
You mean society?
Nope.
Oh,
Occultism.
occultism. It sounded
Yeah.
like you said culture.
Well, the last roll was a 2, and this one was half as good. So
That was a natural
Natural one.
1.
Oof.
A natural disaster.
As you're searching through it, you begin to hear whispers, and not in a language you've heard before, begin to slowly creep into the back of your head as it's just quietly continuing to whisper in the back of your head as you continue to study the sarcophagus.
All right. I think I dramatically misinterpret what all of that means as things that are going on with the warp, and I would like to go up closer to it and see if I can't use the field and me to continue trying to study this thing.
Please do.
So I do have this. Which gives me this intense focus,
Oh,
which is not really relevant other than being flavorful.
I love it.
Let's try Arcana at harder.
Yes, please.
I'm just gonna roll it. I'll let you do the DC thing.
Yep, that works.
19.
19. That will barely do it.
Is that like the third knowledge check on that?
Yeah, it's got surprisingly.
You say that should increase the DC at least by like
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, it definitely did. As you sort of look at it, with your extreme focus, the whispers stop, and you can definitely tell there is a presence that's emanating from this sarcophagus. Not within it necessarily, but just a presence that's reaching out and was sort of grabbing on to any sort of magic that was being used around it. But as you are able to sort of focus incredibly hard, you're able to go ahead and cancel out the whispers, and you begin to feel that presence that's surrounding the sarcophagus disperse until it's no longer around.
I think then I dispel the field and move till I could see the rest of the party. And Krusek, can you come open this?
Of course.
I think there might be something inside, so that seems like
Yeah,
it could be interesting to you.
March over there and wedge my hands underneath and try to pry the top off.
Yeah, go ahead and roll athletics for me, please.
Draxel, definitely still watching, gets far away.
Respectful. I like how Raimi also just, no, we're moving.
I was on the other side of the crates. I couldn't
Are
see
you
it.
fucking shitting me?
It's that kind of night.
Hey, did this dice
My
mod that
shoulder
installed,
is
Donnie,
still,
did this change the d20s to d4s?
Yeah.
It's still acting up from that fight from before.
You mean the one on Tuesday? I'm just asking for a friend.
Seem to be pulling a lot of muscles there.
Just if you go ahead and try to lift it, and you see that it comes, like, separates a little bit, but not enough to actually fully open the as it sort of rests back into its position.
Can I try again, or
Yeah, you can absolutely try again. It's just gonna be a little bit more difficult DC here.
Use your claws this time.
What in the fuck, dude?
Oh, I'll come help.
What, a 1 in 100?
What in
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's actually quite impressive statistically there, Justin.
So
Yeah.
we're actually at
Is that 3?
2 in 10,000 at this point to have 1112.
I love it. As another round goes on,
You can choose that 4 ways.
exactly, it's fine. As you go ahead and try to
You need some help?
lift it up, you begin to see that the sarcophagus, from where you're trying to lift it up,
Mhm.
begins to give a small crack to it.
This time I'll just smash it with my fist.
Go ahead and roll a attack against the sarcophagus.
Vito, I do think that he's gonna need some crunch.
Not a hell of a lot better.
Hey, but you know what? Enough to hit a not moving object. Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
I'm gonna quit. I'm done. Yep. Nope. Fuck this game.
To that hardness.
Fuck it all. Bullshit.
Krusik, why are we attacking
I
this
don't want to hit
sarcophagus?
it that hard.
Dude, this fucking thing
We're
loaded
down here to
against
clean up.
me. I rolled nothing. But what?
We're down here to clean up, not break.
Let me come try.
You do see that the crack sort of continues up, and a piece of the sarcophagus actually breaks off. After it breaks off, a stench begins to emit out of the sarcophagus.
I don't think this is the living thing they were talking about.
It does not smell alive.
Let's stop hitting things, perhaps, and let's check out that door that the key might have gotten to.
Like, just looking dead in the eyes of the Patra, I'm gonna hit it again.
Right? No. Okay.
Please, another one. Just one time for the one time. Oh,
Thank God.
that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Actually, that actually weirdly enough crits. I need you to go ahead and roll crit damage.
Okay, so I'll get to do 2 this time.
Yeah.
Oddly, that was higher than the last 6 rolls combined.
Yep.
I love it. You actually did roll 2 as well, which makes it just that much
I
funnier.
know. I know.
You go ahead and smash it open this time. The crack sort of down the middle, sort of the short way, not like all the way down the syrup, but the short way across it. And then the slab sort of opens up as it sort of falls off on both sides of the sarcophagus. And you do see what looks like a heavily mummified corpse that is sort of arms crossed, eyes wide
Look
open.
at that. There's a mummy in the mummy sarcophagus. Are you happy,
Not a
Krusik?
vampire.
He told me to.
Does it have like any magical gold or something? Or we just smell bad now?
It definitely does not smell great now.
Can I go and try to investigate it now that I can see it?
Yeah, of course.
Which skill would you like me to roll a 1 on? Arcana, occultism,
Actually, a occultism would be perfect for this.
occultism.
Yeah, if you could roll a 1 on that, that'd be wonderful.
Perfect.
There is a 1 in that number, so I appreciate that.
I tried.
Give the good old college try there, Rob. I appreciate
You're not
it.
trying hard enough.
That's what
Come
I'm
on now.
saying.
You gotta do 2 in a row like me, or you're not even trying.
Rookie numbers here is all I'm saying. As you're able to go ahead and look through, wrapped around each of its wrists are a metal band around each one of its wrists. Everything else looks like it's been decayed due to time, except for these golden wristbands.
Is that your golden Draxel?
Do it. Do it.
It would not be safe for me to cast Detect Magic right now, so yes. They definitely are.
They are magical?
I'm not going to cast the spell to confirm that, but yes.
It's a scary
You're worried
time.
about casting? in here?
Yeah, I did it last time, and this thing clawed my soul out of me. Yeah, that's not happening again. But these may be valuable if we were to take them. They may also be cursed. I don't know. Getting the specifics on it, I think, would be dangerous.
Could be both, magical and cursed.
Definitely magical, maybe also cursed.
Yes.
Well, I'm not touching that thing.
Fair enough. Let's go try to open some of these doors.
I'll reassemble the sarcophagus to the best of my ability.
Can you go ahead and roll a crafting for me, please?
No.
Okay, cool. As you
It's
go
going to
ahead
be haphazard and dog shit. I
It's gonna be a
don't
natural
care.
one.
exactly, if they're a natural one that comes out, it'd be glorious. No, knowing Krusik, that's the one he rolls a nat 20 on, and it's the
Yeah,
most
it's
immaculate
fucking perfect.
rebuilding.
He's over there with like buckets with like mixing up like paste to kind of
Exactly.
put it back together. Suddenly he's in overalls and has a mustache and a pair of glasses.
What happened
Today we're
here?
going to be fixing this sarcophagus.
Just a happy little accident right here. It's just
In this old bodega, we're going to be fixing this sarcophagus.
It was either that or you roll a natural one and put the medallion back on the mummy's chest and wake it
Yeah.
up.
one
Exactly.
of two happens. But you're able to go ahead and put it back on. It dips into the middle a little bit, but it's fine.
That's the way it's shipped.
Exactly. Got to get that insurance for your shipping. But other than that, as you guys continue to look around, the portcullis that you guys do see that matches the shape of the key, able to open that up. As it, you guys can go ahead and raise it, and when you guys raise it, you guys see that it does have it's a continued a continued tunnel, still with the same sort of stonework here, but it heads about 5 to 10 feet out, and then begins to ascend.
Where's that staircase at?
So the portcullis is actually gonna be right here. Before it seems to be taking it outside.
Does it seem like it's going back up to ground level?
Correct. Yes. It seems like this may be like how they get their stuff into the basement.
Gotcha.
Okay. There's
So
one other
literally, the
door.
dust mites were what we were down here to fight.
Well, there was one other door, right? The one with like a little keypad or like a little
Yeah,
tacky
there's
opening.
the computer store.
Yeah.
I guess we're sure that there's no animal in any of the crates down here. We've
Yeah.
killed the sarcophagus. We've killed the dust mites.
Yes.
I mean, are these
Found some
crates like,
bullets.
sealed or? Because I don't mind opening up some of these crates just to,
Take a little
make
peek
sure
through.
that there's
Yeah, we
nothing
gotta-
in here.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, they
we're
like the metal crates. Don't have any sort of locking mechanism on them, but they made besides like a little flap that you can flip open, sort of like a toolbox, more or less to open them up. And the wooden crates, they do like you can easily enough wedge your hands under and sort of pull the top off on them. So definitely are searchable, and there's also, like I said, the different cloth bags and stuff that are hanging on different hooks, sort of around the room as well. But after you spend some time going through a couple of these crates, again, there's so much stuff in here. It would take to actually go through and like check every single crate that's here at least a week, if not longer, to be able to check through every single crate and like actively look. But as you're sort of looking through a couple, like you don't hear any sort of movements or anything like that other than your group sort of shuffling around the stonework.
Well, are we wanting me to try to open this door?
If you want help, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make sure that there's, no bugs in these things. And yeah, Seth just, occasionally pick something up. Nah.
I
Nope,
for
no bugs
sure
in
want
here.
help. Yes.
All right.
We need to
Just,
find enough modifiers to turn a 2 into a success, right? So
Oh. I like it. I like it.
It's computers.
Computers for the assist.
Been
Computers.
an hour since I casted guidance on you.
It has been roughly about an hour, yeah.
Oh, is it flat 15 to assist, right?
It is indeed a flat 15, so
And
you do get the
+1.
assist.
Is that a circumstance bonus or just a normal?
I think aid is. I have it right here. It's a circumstance.
Yep, circumstance.
What is
+1 for guidance.
Nice.
what type of modifier is the spell?
Status.
That's cool. They stack.
Big stacks. Big stacks. 20. You go ahead and look at the keypad and fidget with some of the wiring on the backside of it. And then it sort of gives a green flash before it opens, the door opens up. And when it opens up, you begin to see a very, very well decorated room. Has a nice carpet, a bunch of tapestry on the walls, a king-size bed that's sort of placed against the wall, a nice glass mirror on the ceiling, and very ornate like furniture inside.
Is there like an animal
sized
bed?
for our bodega keeper?
Yeah, it definitely looks like this is probably her private quarters.
All right. Sorry, what were you saying, Justin?
I was just saying, is there like an animal bed?
Yeah,
Like
there
in the
is
corner?
a small bed that Rasputin would probably be able to fit inside of.
Wait, is there another
find-
entrance into here?
Did we find batteries?
Yeah, in that box.
Found some. Seth may have grabbed one.
If there is no other entrance, that her story is not aligning. She said she had not been down here, but if her private quarters are down here, that would make no sense.
I think she
the
meant
girl
she
is
hasn't been
around
down
there.
here since the shelter in place because of all the chaos. She's been watching her pet, whatever that was. Spoot.
Rasmussen?
Metamucil, yes.
But, I mean, clearly they don't get these crates by honest, hard work, so it would surprise me if she was hiding something. Nevertheless, we cleared out the threats down here. It's to you guys to keep snooping.
I am ready to collect my payment. I am hungry,
I agree.
and I desire not to eat the Skinnermander today.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Do Skittermander taste good?
Oh, they are wonderful.
Of course we do.
Of course you do.
Made with
Their
lots
culture
of,
is also very helpful. They stand still while you kill them.
they season themselves.
Very helpful.
And with that is where we'll go ahead and wrap up tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for coming, hanging out. Really do appreciate it. We will see you guys next week for another episode of We Run the Stars. Again, this is episode 5. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, guys.